Today is a special day. I'm going on a boat trip along the Bosphorus, part of a cultural event organized by a foundation. Before boarding, I take some time to wander around the heart of old Istanbul, starting from Unkapanı and walking toward Eminönü. This area has been a center of trade and craftsmanship since Ottoman times. Unkapanı was known as the hub for grain merchants, while Eminönü was the bustling port where spices, silks, and goods from across the empire would arrive. Even now, the streets carry echoes of that vibrant past. I stroll through narrow side streets, lined with old shops that seem frozen in time. One of them is a bakery. Just as I pass, a man on a motorbike rides off carrying warm, freshly baked bread. The scent of it fills the air, comforting and familiar. As I walk through the inner streets of Eminönü, something catches my eye. Beautiful old-style Istanbul postcards displayed outside a tiny shop. I used to send postcards like these to my sister in Sweden. Do you? Getting one from her always made the distance feel a little smaller. A few steps later, something makes me smile. A traditional candy shop called Altan Şekerlemecisi, with the same last name as mine. I step inside and find myself in a different era. İyi günler. Merhaba. Wooden cabinets, tall jars filled with colorful sweets, and that sweet nostalgic smell. The shop dates back to the 1800s and still keeps its original charm. There is so much I want to try, but I'm short on time. I pick up some lokum, Turkish Delight, and ask the woman behind the counter what their most traditional candy is. These soft ones are called
İstanbul şekeri.
but the most popular one, she says with a smile, akide.
Bu ağızda eritilip daha çok
Evet. Hı hı.
yani bayağı aldı yemeği biliyorum aslında.
Evet, çayın yanında.
She offers me a sesame flavored one and I thank her as I step outside. I note on my mind to try the İstanbul şekeri back from the ferry. Tasting the akide on my walk, I head toward the pier, ready to begin the day's adventure.
Merhaba.
Hoş geldiniz. Nasılsınız?
Teşekkürler siz.
İyiyim.
Before settling into my seat, I take a quick walk around the upper deck. The view is stunning, and I see little bird resting on the floor. I quietly step back so I don't scare it. Our guide is already on board, ready to share some lesser-known stories of Istanbul with us lucky locals. Downstairs, I find a cozy spot between neatly arranged tables and save a seat for myself and a relative who's joining me at the next stop, at the Asian side of Istanbul.
En dayanıklı binalardan bir tanesi.
Imagine sitting in your living room but with a window view like this, right over the Bosphorus. Wouldn't that be amazing?
4 tane köprümüz var. Evet, her içinde 4 tane köprümüz var.
Our guide starts right away. Along the Golden Horn there are 4 bridges, he says. Then he points out the new mosque, reminding us it was built in the 60s, so not exactly new. And here we are, gliding past Sarayburnu, where we get a perfect view of Topkapı Palace and Ayasofya behind. The guide reminds us that Ayasofya dates all the way back to the 5th century. That's over 1,500 years of history right in front of us.
Bunlar geldiğinde her gemi için 50 tane otobüs talep ediyorlar. 50 rehber.
We are now passing by the New Galata port. Our guide shares an interesting fact. When a cruise ship docks here, they often request around 50 buses and just as many tour guides. That's quite a welcome party, isn't it? Everyone's settled in now. It's time to eat. I sneak a quick peek into the kitchen area to see what's on the menu today. Zucchini fritters, stuffed grape leaves, bulgur salad, and a flaky Bosnian-style börek topped with yogurt sauce. It looks just like one of those classic ladies' day plates, and everything looks absolutely delicious. Well, honestly, food just hits different when you are staring at the Bosphorus. Maybe it's the breeze, or maybe it's just Istanbul magic. By the way, many of the dishes on this plate already have their recipes on my channel. You can find the links for kısır, börek and stuffed grape leaves in the description below. For the main course, we are served istim kebabı, a delicious eggplant dish wrapped like little bundles, and rice on the side. Did you know there are over 150 ways to cook eggplant in Turkish cuisine? This is just one beautiful example. In the version I made on my channel, I used chicken filling. You can either bake the eggplant slices or fry them, but either way, they come out just as tasty as they look. After that lovely meal, we head back upstairs with our tea in hand and enjoy the breathtaking view of the Bosphorus. In moments like this, I can't help but feel grateful to live in such a beautiful city. We point out the elegant, majestic waterfront mansions to each other and joke about which one we would like to live in, if only. After about 2 hours cruising along the Bosphorus, we make a stop in Emirgan for 1 hour break, time for prayer and a little walk.
Sıcak. Orada iyi de esiyor tabii.
Emirgan is one of Istanbul's charming seaside neighborhoods, known for its large public park and peaceful atmosphere. We head to the beautiful Hamidi Evvel Mosque, an Ottoman-era mosque where we pause for the midday prayer, a moment to let our soul catch up with the pace of the day.
We gave a break in Emirgan for an hour. It's beautiful, breezy, kind of sunny and hot when it's not shady, but still beautiful.
Now we make our way to one of the most popular cafes in the area, Sütiş. My sister-in-law is sitting at the exact same table where my parents and I once sat together. Well, it's the next one, but anyway. It instantly brings back that special memory of the day I surprised them by traveling 2 hours just to join them.
Dedim olmaz, geleceğim.
If you are curious about what we ate and want to see more of the place, you can check out that episode. I'll leave the link below. This time we treat ourselves to some ice cream. Perfect for a hot day like this.
Ama gereksiz yere uğraşıyorlar.
Time flies and soon we are heading back to the boat to return to where we started. The Bosphorus seems to be dressed in its most beautiful shade today.
Denizi de özledik karşı.
On our way back, they surprised us with nide gazozu, a traditional Turkish soda. It's been produced since the 1960s and it's known for its fruity, nostalgic taste, especially loved in Central Anatolia.
Şöyle bağışladığı para şöyle Osmanlı toprakları içindeki evlenmek için çeyiz alamayan
On the return route, as they usually do, the ship sails closer to the Asian side of the Bosphorus. Our tour guide starts pointing out the waterfront mansions.
2016'daki
Who owns them? Which Turkish dramas were filmed there? He really knows his stuff and it keeps us all listening closely.
bir kadından bahsedeceğim size. Adil
Some passengers get off at the Üsküdar stop in the Asian side and a bit later we end our tour back in Eminönü. But of course I can't go home just yet. I slip back into the side streets once more, hoping to catch one last surprise before the day ends. And I do. Just like something out of old Ottoman Istanbul, I spot a man selling lemonade. Dressed in traditional clothes, carrying his container on his back. Real lemon, he shouts. It really does taste homemade, and it's ice cold, just what I need.
Sen içine mi? Ha, içine oraya koymuyor musunuz? Neden? Güzel olur aslında.
He offers to drop some mint into the glass, which would have been lovely, but I kindly decline,
Onu koymayayım ya, ben de böyle içeyim.
thinking of hygiene. As I sip, I try to let him talk and catch clues about how he makes it. I wonder if it's different from my own recipe.
Nerelisiniz amca?
Mardin.
Mardin.
Evet.
Eltim
Sadece
Mardin.
limon mu buradayım?
And before heading home, I don't forget to stop by the candy shop I missed earlier in the morning and ask about İstanbul şekeri. The gentleman behind the counter offers me a piece right away.
Yani ana maddesi irmik falan mı?
He surprises me by asking where I'm from.
Memleket neresi?
Kastamonu.
Neresinde?
Turns out he's from Kastamonu too, just like me. We both smile. It makes me proud to know that some of Istanbul's classic sweet shops are run by people from Kastamonu. The İstanbul şekeri has a soft, almond paste-like texture, though it doesn't actually contain almonds. I'm curious how they make it. Must be a secret family recipe.
Lokumlarınız da sizin mi? Nerede imalat?
With a sweet taste in my mouth and the last sips of lemonade, I head home. On the way, a question pops into my mind. Turkish drinks or Turkish sweets? What should I film next? Let me know in the comments and see you in the next episode.